Hey book chickens, you're about to see a vlog that I filmed over about a 2-week period for the last week of summer and the first full week of school. Well, the first half week of school, but the first full week I was reporting into the building. And to be honest, I didn't get a lot of reading done. On the Monday that I started this vlog, I got my COVID and my flu shot, and I got sick from going to AnimeCon, so I didn't have a ton of footage, but I also didn't want to like toss out these clips and not show them to you because I was vlogging. I just wasn't vlogging enough, and then as we got to like starting going back to school, I started vlogging more, so there'll be a little bit more content at the end, but I did want to put a video up or I wasn't gonna have a video for that week. So this vlog is going to be a bit all over the place because it has a bunch of different like clips from a bunch of different days and a bunch of different books that I was reading. But everything will be wrapped up in a wrap-up, whether it was in August or September. So if I'm not clear on my wrap-ups, just be sure to go check those out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this rather short vlog. Bye. Book chickens, I'm back. So I'm here to start my fall reading vlog series. It's me bringing fall vibes. I'll be honest, I'm definitely a summer girl, but I do like fall things. So I am going to choose chaos, and I'm going to let a spinner wheel choose my reads for this week. I'm heading into the final week that I'm home. I just got my COVID shot and my flu booster, so I might be a little bit off for the next couple of days. But I do have some physical books that I want to read. I do have some projects in the works and stuff I need to read for, but I like to choose chaos. So in an ideal world, the spinner wheel would be perfect, and I would get to read these two books this week, and that would be Bewitched by Sophie H. Morgan, and that would be Lucy Undying by Kirsten White. One is a library book that I need to read relatively soon. I really like the first book. I think this will be a perfect witchy read. And one is Lucy Undying by Kirsten White, which is like a Dracula story, but it is for a blog tour I'm on. So in an ideal world, I would read these two. I may read a lot more. I really don't know, but I am going to show you guys the spinner wheel and hopefully one of these books first. I know what I would prefer to read. I would prefer to read Bewitched. So yeah. We will see if that actually happens. I will report back. Hopefully it does work. It's not been working recently, but I'm trying to read this book. So we will see if the spinning wheel works. So let's see. Okay, so this is perfect because both of these books really do work. Hold on, let me put my camera back on the stand. And I'm actually going to restart the vlog I started yesterday because I unexpectedly got my flu shot and my COVID vaccine. I knew I was getting them, but I got them a couple of days early and it knocked me out for like 2 days. So I really haven't been reading a lot for that vlog, and I realized once after I filmed that clip that there's a couple of books I need to read in the next 14 days because either they're library books or I'm on blog tours. So we're just going to restart this, and we're going to make this like probably my last read for a little bit, and then maybe I'll start a new vlog for like Labor Day and do like a 24 hours of reading. We'll see. But I also know that I have to film my TBR, so we have a lot of stuff we got to get done. So I am about 164 pages into Bewitched by Sophie H. Morgan. This is the second book in the Witches Back series. I really like that book. That was a second chance Friends to Hate to More, which I really liked. I eventually gave that book 5 stars. This is really a fun read. It follows Leah, who's the human in that book, and there's a guy named Gabriel, and his company basically has told him, oh, you have to go live with mortals for 6 months, and he's not pleased at it, so he's kind of forced to work in Leah's bar. So it's really, really fun. I've read about 164 pages. So I'm just going to go over the other books that I'm probably going to try to read this weekend. I'm going to go over the books that like I want to read because they're 14-day holds. I have to read Lucy Undying, a Dracula novel by Kirsten White, because this is a blog tour that I'm on. It's very, very chunky too. So if I could get this done, I would be really, really pleased, because then when I go back to work, I don't have to worry about it. And this is a Dracula novel. I also have 2 14-day holds that if I don't read, it won't be like the end of the world. But I have The Briars Club by Kate Quinn, which a lot of people have been reading and really enjoying. So I'll my camera a little bit. I also have Spitting Gold by Carmela Lucas, which is another really, really quick one. But this is another one that has a 14-day hold. So these are ideally like what the books I should be reading. And then I just have 2 other like mystery books that like I took holds on at my library. One is The Intrigue of Witches, a Secret Society mystery by Esme Addison. And then I also have Pretty as a Picture by Elizabeth Little. This is another like mystery thriller. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of where my head's at. I have been a bit out of it. I really haven't done anything like very exciting the past 2 days, but I have to go back to work tomorrow. Well, not really. We're going work tomorrow for like to like get stuff organized. So I definitely will pick up an audiobook tomorrow. I just probably going to be this one because I'm in the middle of reading it, and we'll probably try to finish this tomorrow. But I also have to start thinking of work and stuff like that, so tomorrow will kind of be a good step. I'm glad I don't have to go back today because I don't feel the greatest, but tomorrow I should be better. So yeah, I'm gonna go film my September TBR. Oh my god, I can't believe it's September. And do my new TBR game, which I'm really excited to share with everyone. Well, my same game that I did last month, but still like very, very exciting. So yeah, I'm gonna go film that, and then we'll chat, and I'll talk to you guys soon for another update. Probably when I read, I don't know, another like, probably when I get to page 266, when I read like another 100 pages in this. But I am having a fun time. I always sometimes struggle with hate to more romances. They're just not my favorite. That's why I like The Witch's Back, because it was more second chance. But I really do like the characters. I do like the world. It's really, really fun. And it also is animal based. This one does take place at like a pet rescue. So I'm really having a fun time with it. So I will be back when I have another update. Bye. Okay, so this is perfect. I'm going to read the book I wanted. I'm going to read Bewitched by Sophie H. Morgan. This is the second book in the Witch's Back series. And this follows Leah, and I think Leah is a human. So yeah, this is a really short book. I really like the first one in this series. I remember reading it and I was like going through a lot, but I really liked it. So I think this will be a great early fall read. And yeah, if I eventually wind up finishing my audiobook that I'm currently reading, I will toss another book in this vlog. I'm just going to read it. I'm just going to kind of give you guys an update like every 150 pages because I don't know how long this vlog could go. This vlog could go until Friday. This vlog can go until Sunday. I have no idea. But I just want to read a ton of fall things, maybe do some fall vibes. I'm going to pick up a TV show, a movie, something fall. Yeah, so I'm going to go figure out what I want to read. I'm going to go read about 150 pages of this, and then I'll give you guys an update. Bye. Dragons, this is present Laura from September telling you that I did wind up finishing Bewitched by Sophie H. Morgan. I will attach a photo at some point in this vlog. I don't have the book anymore because I returned it to the library. I did give this book 4 stars. I thought it was a really fun early fall read. I definitely like this book a little bit less than book 1 in the series because I sometimes struggle with hate to more romances, but I really liked it. I think this was a book that struggled from when I was reading it a little bit. I felt a little bit disconnected from Sophie's writing style. But I also felt that in book 1, but I still really did like it. And I just wanted to shout that out before I moved on to the next books because I did not talk about this book. I'm sorry. This is when I was recovering from my vaccines. So, hey Bug Dragons, I'm back. I just wanted to do a quick update. I did wind up finishing Bewitched yesterday and I didn't wind up updating you. Honestly, I've been dealing with a little bit of a cold and I've been trying to like conserve my voice. So this vlog is going to be a bit of a haphazard bunch of stuff, to be super honest. I don't know what this vlog is really going to look like, but I'm just going to keep vlogging until I have to go back to work tomorrow, well, Tuesday. But I did wind up finishing Bewitched. I wound up giving that 4 stars. That was my last official read for, oh, technically not. It was my last official physical read for August, and I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars. I'm going to talk more about that in my wrap up because that'll be up sooner rather than later. It'll actually be my next video that I put up. I have to film that later on. But I also did wind up making some progress on Lucy Undying by Kirsten White, which is a blog tour book that I'm on a tour for. So I need to really read this, and my goal is to read this just by tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that is my goal. I don't know. I'm liking this book. It has 3 very different point of views. So basically you follow Dracula. Obviously, it's like a Dracula retelling. But the way the story is told is very unique and very different. So like you follow the journal of Lucy, who is like, you follow her journal like as she goes through life, and she's basically becomes a Dracula wife. And then you follow someone that Lucy's telling their story to, which is like a psychotherapist, I think. And then you also follow Iris, who's in Lucy's house, and that's like in the future. That's in like 2024. So it's interesting. I'm a little bit like, I know all these stories are eventually gonna connect, and I think some of them are a little bit obvious, but right now I feel like I'm almost like a fever dream as I'm reading it. So I'm going to keep reading. I'm on page 138. My goal is to get up to 200 before I take a little bit of a reading break and go listen to The Briar Club by Kate Quinn, which I've read about like an hour of, like as I was running errands. I literally had a physical copy of it, but I had to go back to the library. So that's going to be my audiobook. It's also really, really wet and rainy today. So at some point today, I want to like sit down and go do some diamond painting. But yeah, so I'm liking this book. I don't know how I feel, because like you're getting like 3 very different point of views, but you're kind of getting the information, or like you're kind of in a different part of this timeline. Like Lucy in the psychotherapist part is so far in the future, and then you have Lucy's diary telling you her current experience before she's Dracula's bride, and then you have Iris who's at the house. So I feel like it's a very interesting way to like craft a story, but it also feels like you're getting a lot of repetition in your story. So I'm going to go give this a bit more. I'm going to go read another. My goal is to read up to 200 pages, and it's 216. I went to yoga this morning. So yeah, I'm going to go read another bit more of this. I'm also just going to finish this little section, and I think I'm going to go diamond paint. But yeah, I'm just trying to soak up this time of the year. I'm going to finish my Marvel rewatch, and the next day I'm going to do a little bit of diamond painting. I finished watching Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which was really, really good. At some point tonight, later in the evening, I think I'm going to film my wrap-up, which is going to be super long because some boycotts have ended that I was participating in, but now I'm not participating in the boycotts anymore, so my wrap-up is going to be a lot longer than I thought. I also have a secret project coming out, so I can't talk about every book that I read, but yeah, so I was also doing like a little bit of Instagram stuff and prepping my templates and stuff for this month. So, alright, I will see you when I have read to page 200 and see if I have any more like confident thoughts. But so far I'm liking it. I've always liked Kirsten Wright's writing style, and if you're looking for a book about Dracula, I'd pick it up. I just think it's told in a very interesting way. So, I will be back when I have more to tell you. Bye. Guys, I just want to do a quick update. It is Sunday night and I wanted to go film, so tomorrow morning I'm trying to wake up earlier because I have to wake up early for like the rest of the year. But I do want to do like editing tomorrow morning, so I'm not like filming at like 6 o'clock in the morning. But I did wind up getting up to page about 200 in Lucy Undying. I'm intrigued. I think that it's at the end, I think it's going to be very compelling. But right now I have a bunch of missing pieces of a story. Like, you're basically getting Lucy's point of view twice, because you're getting Lucy in the past through diary entries. And then I think you're getting Lucy in the present talking to like a therapist. And then you're getting, so it's like a very, very clinical approach. And like, that's like a different, interesting point of view. And then you also get Iris, who's in the present, who's in Lucy's old house. So I'm going to say this. I think that this is a Lexi from Lexi, Books at Lexi. I think she would like this book. I'm having a fun time with it. It is very, very bloodthirsty. But because like you're so removed from the genre, it doesn't feel like I'm connected to the actual like killing and attack. So I don't know. I'm having a fun time with it. My goal is to read another 100 pages by tomorrow. I really want to finish this tomorrow, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. It might be. My goal is to read another 100 pages. I also didn't really listen to any more of The Briar's Club, but I am liking the dynamics of the characters in that. I just haven't read enough to really like sit down and like have a chat about it. But yeah, so the next time you guys see me, I will have read to page 300 in this. And yeah, right now it's probably sitting at like a 3.5-star read, but I do like it. I am captivated. I'm just not like in love with it. So all right, I will be back when I have another update. Hi, Book Dragons. I am back. I feel like it's been a bit. I had my first week of school, which always is a bit chaotic just because I feel like nothing goes totally correctly. But I did wind up teaching. I wound up teaching Thursday and Friday this week. We were in work on Tuesday and Wednesday, so I got a lot of cleaning done. Not a lot of audiobook listening, but in that time, I did wind up making some progress on some stuff. I wound up finishing Lucy Undying. It's over there. I'll be honest, I struggle with this book a bit. I'm going to go over it more in my wrap-up, but I enjoyed it. I think it's a fun, atmospheric read, and I do like Kirsten White's writing style, but I struggled a little bit feeling connected to it, and maybe it was a wrong book, wrong time. But yeah, I also was listening to things randomly, but I didn't really have any success, so I'm going to talk about anything I finished then in my wrap-up, because one was a reread. And then I wound up picking up The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore by Lori Gilmore. This is the second book in the Pumpkin Spice Cafe series, and I'm on page 132. And I'm having a super fun time with it. It's like perfectly the atmospheric read that I read, and it's the sequel. So you follow Hazel and Noah, and Hazel runs the bookshop, and she winds up finding a book that's like defiled and like stuff is highlighted. But it seems to her and Noah, this guy that they're kind of like forced to work together or like team up to kind of follow the scavenger hunt, that someone's doing this to them. So they're kind of like taking the lines as inspiration and they're doing tasks. It is quite steamy. I said that when I read the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I'm having a really fun time with this book. It's very, very quick. It's like a really rather quick read. So my goal is to finish this weekend. And I'm also reading Burn Up or Burnout by Rebecca Genjak, and I will attach a photo here. When I was listening to when I was like doing work stuff at work, mostly I was listening to Taylor Swift, I'll be really, really honest, because a lot of it was like stuff I had to like focus on. But I am also listening to The Briar Club by Kate Quinn, but that's an audiobook that I just need to be like doing like diamond painting. So yeah, I'm listening to those two. I really like Burnout so far. I've read like 4 chapters, so when I read like a little bit more of Burnout, I'll give you guys an update. But I'm a big gymnastic fan, and I'm really, really liking that. So my goal is to get up to like 150 in this book, and then I'll give you guys an update. But it was a good first week back. Last year in my life was really, really sucky. It was like a lot happening in my life last year, so I feel like I'm back on track. I got a new classroom, which was really exciting. I have some new kids and some old kids, so I'm really excited for that. So I will be back when I'm 150 pages into this book, so I can give you guys an update in a chat. So I'll talk to you guys then. Bye. Hey, but chickens, I'm back. Sorry. Everyone in my house is sleeping, including the puppy, so I'm trying to be a little bit quiet, but you still pick me up on my camera. But I did wind up going to yoga this morning, which is trying to get into a new frame for the rest of the year because my summer schedule is so different. And I wound up listening to my podcast, Millennial, the Hashing It Out, or the, I guess it's like roll call where they kind of call each other surprise. I was listening to that. And then I didn't wind up walking home. My friend gave me a ride because it was raining. But I did wind up getting up to page 200 in the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. I think it's really, really cute. Definitely steamy, I will say that, but I'm really having a fun time. I am probably going to try to read another like 100 pages. I have another bookmark so I can put it in here. This is my one from Emily Cromwell Designs. So yeah, I'm probably going to read another like 100 pages in this book. Or a little bit, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, so I can go listen to my audiobook today because I don't have a ton of time to diamond paint anymore. But I'm also watching Loki season 2, which I'm so far behind on. And my goal for this weekend is to catch up on Marvel. I don't have a lot to watch. I have to watch Loki, I have to watch Marvels, and I have to watch Echo, and then I have to watch all these seasons of What If, which I have not seen, so that's what I want to focus on this weekend. But this is just really, really fun. There is like a mystery element that is more lighthearted than the first one. The first one, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, did have a mystery element, but it was more like vandalism related. This one is more like scavenger hunt related, which I do like. And these two characters are kind of working on the scavenger hunt together. But I love this small town. I really think if you liked Gilmore Girls, I think you would like this. I kind of wish I would have read these back to back because I don't really remember who book 1 was about. But I'm having a super fun time. So when I get up to page 300, I will give you guys an update and a time check. It is 12:26. So I just got home from yoga. And yeah, I'm going to definitely do some diamond painting today. I think I'm gonna probably listen to The Briar Club today because that's a book that like I really need to focus on. When I go back to work on Monday, I can listen to Burnout and be okay with that, but we will see. I didn't get a ton listening done last week, this week because I was cleaning and I have to do like spreadsheets and stuff, but so yeah. But Monday will be a little bit more easier because I'll have a full week of listening and commuting and you know. But alas, all right, so I'm gonna go back to reading. This also takes place in a bookshop, which I do really, really like. And the other guy is like a fisherman, but it's very, very steamy and I'm having a fun time. So I will report back when I have read about 100 more pages and give you guys a time check. And then I'll probably decide what audiobook I'm gonna listen to. So yeah, talk to you guys soon. Bye. I'm here to wrap up this vlog. I don't know how long this vlog is, but I did say in the beginning that it was a bit of a weird reading week, and it definitely was. So I did wind up finishing The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore by Laurie Gilmore, and I really like this book. I gave this book 4 stars. I found this book to be a very, very fun read. Definitely spicy. It definitely gives me B.K. Borison level of spice in her Love Light Farm series. And again, this sort of makes sense because both these books started off as indie and then turned trad. So I really did like it. I thought it was really, really fun. And I like the characters. I like the bookstore. I like the friends to more romance. Definitely steamy. I like the small town vibes. And I think that if you're going to read these, I would read them back to back. So the fleshed out storyline of the characters feels a bit more fleshed out. I definitely want to read The Christmas Tree Farm when I can get my hands on it, because I think that would be a great fall, like an early winter read. But yeah, I liked it and gave it 4 stars. So the 3 books that I read in this video was Bewitched by Sophie H. Morgan, which I gave 4 stars to. I read Lucy Undying, which I gave 3.5 stars to. This was definitely not my favorite book of the vlog, but I do think it was atmosphere and great for fall. And then I give The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore 4 stars. I'm also reading a couple of other audiobooks, but I'm going to talk about that in another vlog. So let me know in the comments what you're currently reading. If you headed back to work, or if your schedule changed, I would love to know what you're currently reading, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.